This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the North Carolina Tar Heels, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Tar Heels will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Complete to start this drive.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
It's a seam wide open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. complete. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. After the catch, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Just keeps slinging it. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, North Carolina! They put the first points on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's his 2nd big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the 1st quarter.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A run for the quarterback. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lopez to pass. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big guy smells it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
The Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the counter. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Quarterback extends the play. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house and make big plays.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the 1st.
Here we go.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. The short hands, it's McCoy. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Right to work up top. Quickly complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the corner. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Takes it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle, it's Webster. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. With the catch, it's Pittman. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Noles! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Snagged in the middle. It's gone. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They want to run this quarterback. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air, it's Castellanos. That's reeled in, it's Robinson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. That's caught. It's Goss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. Lopez to pass. That's caught. It's good. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Goss. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Goss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez wants to fire. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Quarterback adapting. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Back's looking for the goal line. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll keep it on the sneak. Touchdown, UNC! They move on top here in the 4th.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Up at the 23-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Williams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Wants to throw again. And that one's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Castellanos. Fires left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that's a Great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off play action on first down. Looking left. Makes a connection. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And here's the deal. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Fourth and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. They'll send the back in motion. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Florida State.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Castellanos. Fires into the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, and you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And you want that clock to run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Using his legs, it's Goff. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Lopez to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points. And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play. Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
Might be calling a hot route. Snap from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Lopez wants to fire. Here's the pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Looking for a deep man. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
What a great call on defense. Perfect coverage for what the offense had dialed up. They're able to get the pick, and now they set their offense up with an opportunity to drive the field and at least tie this one up.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The offense changing the play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership.